Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be starting a reading vlog, and this will be a week-long reading vlog for Suns Out Books Out. So if you don't know, Suns Out Books Out is a readathon happening this year. It's summary, all of the vibes. It has some reading prompt, photo prompt, reading sprints, and also they're going to be watching The Summer I Turned Pretty together. So I was really excited. It's like all the vibes right now, so yeah. Obviously I decided to join. A couple of my closest friends here on BookTube are hosting, so I decided I have to support. And they just have like the best graphics also, and I'm sorry, at this point in time it obviously would have already been done, but I'm hoping that they do this every year. It's just so much fun. I haven't been this excited about a readathon in a while, and I feel like recently if I join like a readathon, I kind of do it like half-assed and I don't really like commit to doing readathons. So I'm committing to this one and I'm really excited. Also, the hosts, I'll go through them really fast. Olivia from Liv's Library, Lauren from Lauren Loves Reads, Elizabeth from Ponytails and Paperback on Instagram. I don't know if her YouTube is the same. And then Keisha from A Book Like You, and Mackenzie, oh my god, I think it's Literary Lane. A couple of videos ago I did my TBR for this readathon, so you may know some of the books that I'm going to be reading and you may be familiar with the readathon, but I'll go really quickly over the reading challenges and the books that I'm planning on picking up this week. I have 5, we'll see how I do. So the first one that I decided that I was going to read this week is Hide by Kirsten White, and this fulfills the challenge of reading a book with yellow on the cover. And then the next prompt is read a chill thriller, and for that I'm going to be reading The Counselors by Jessica Goodman, which is also the buddy read or the group read for the readathon. And then I have a book chosen by a friend, and that is The Simple Wild by Kay Tucker. And then the next prompt is to sorry, I got a text and I was like reading the text and also the prompt, so whatever. To read a book with an island, ocean, or beach setting, and for that I'm going to be reading The Missing by Kirsten Modulin. And then the last prompt is to read a book while on a picnic, and for that I'm going to be reading Patience and Esther by S.W. Searle. Alright, so I am going to be starting this readathon with Miss Hyde. This is the book that I'm least excited about, to be completely honest, because I know Olivia from Liv's Library completely hated this book. So I'm starting with this one. I'm not going to pretend like I haven't already started reading this, because I have. I actually started this in the morning and I had a goal to get at least halfway through. So it is currently, what time is it? It's 11 a.m. on Monday, so the first day has already started, and I have like 100 pages left of this book, so I'm off to a pretty good start. So I will say that I have audiobooks for every one of these books, except obviously for the graphic novel Patience and Esther, because I knew that I was going to need help like to be able to read all of these books in 1 week. So I do have all of the audiobooks, and then I think something that really helped me was that I went really early this morning to the gym, and I was at the gym for about an hour, so I listened to the audiobook at 2x speed. I didn't want to go too quickly because I feel like sometimes when I listen to audiobooks too quickly I miss a lot. I was listening at 2x speed, and now I have about 100 pages left of this. So I have had a morning already, like it's 11 a.m. and I woke up super early at 5:30 a.m. let me tell you, because my boyfriend, usually my boyfriend leaves for work. He works in Chicago all the way till September, and he comes back for the weekend. So usually on Mondays he leaves around 6 in the morning, so he has to wake up around 5:30. So I woke up at 5:30. He's like, I'm leaving. He like packed the suitcase and everything. I'm headed to the gym after we both part ways, and then he's at the gym. So he surprised me. He's actually off for the next like 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, he pretended like he was going to Chicago just to surprise me, which was so sweet. But yeah, now this week I have him here with me for Suns Out Books Out, which I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing because I feel like I want to get all my reading done, so I hope he doesn't distract me. But yeah, after the gym, usually on Mondays, I do my unpacking, like, because I usually pack a bag from staying at my boyfriend's house and I do laundry. Obviously, I went to the gym, worked out, took a shower, cleaned my room up a little bit, and also my boyfriend got me these beautiful flowers that this morning, I actually took some clips of me putting them in this vase. They're purple and beautiful and I love them. So he got me those flowers, and he actually also got me some balloons because I just recently hit 2K here on booktube, so thank you also for getting me to 2K. And he got me these huge gold balloons. I couldn't take them with me this morning because it was a little bit hectic, but he's actually bringing them over, so I'll show them later. But yeah, Mondays for me are pretty busy. I'm actually off today also. I forgot to mention yesterday was Juneteenth, so today's like observation, I believe that's what it's called. I don't know, I've never really gotten like holidays off before. This is like my first real job where I get holidays off, so I don't really know how it works. But yeah, I guess I have Monday off even though the holiday was yesterday. I don't know. But yeah, right now my boyfriend's on his way to drop off balloons. We are going to a coffee shop, and I'm not leaving that coffee shop until I finish this book. And then we're going grocery shopping because I am meal prepping for my week at the office. And then I'm hoping to bake also because I just watched Kaylin's recent video, Kaylin from Kaylin Abridged, one of my favorite booktubers here on booktube, and every time she comes out with a reading vlog, she's always baking, and I always get the urge to bake. So she did some like lemon poppy seed like cupcake muffin things, so I'm hoping today to bake that also. So yeah. Sorry for the long ass intro. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy this week. I think, like I mentioned, one of the prompts is to read while on a picnic, so I'm hoping to go on a picnic on Friday. Thursday I'm meeting Riley Sager, and the rest of the week I'm working, but I'll give you some reading updates and hopefully some fun footage, I guess. Okay, we have everything set up. We're making lemon poppy seed. I don't know if they're muffins or cupcakes, but these are the thingies that I was talking about that Kaylin made, and now I want to make them. So here we are. Baby Dad?
No.
What'd you say? Oh, there's 2 wrappers. Don't be judging, just eat it. Looks like a biscuit. That's a big bite. You have a lot of confidence in me. Really?
Very good.
Are you sure? What's it taste like?
I'm dripping.
The glaze?
There's like lemon glaze.
So it is currently 8 p.m. of day 1. I wanted to update because I actually finished my first book of Suns Out Books Out literally at like around noon. So I started and finished Hide by Kirsten White, and I will say that before I picked this up I hadn't heard one person like this book, and I did go into it thinking like this is probably something that I would like because it's an amusement park. I'm really gonna enjoy this. It's a thriller, a game. This is probably like one of the worst books that I ever read in my life. It was like just really bad. I gave this a 1 star. I don't want to sit here and like completely bash this book. But yeah, I just found a lot of the characters annoying. I honestly I feel like it's such a short book, and it tried to do like 14 different POVs, because if you don't know, this book has 14 competitors. I'm sorry, yeah, I haven't really talked about what this book is about. But Hide by Kirsten White is pretty much this novel about these 14 people, they're competitors, and they have to hide in this abandoned amusement park for like a week. And then supposedly they get this really big prize at the end. So that's pretty much the premise. But this book is less than 300 pages long. It's about 250 pages long, and honestly, like, I'm pretty sure you see from the point of view of every single competitor plus people that run this game. So there's like over, like, I would say like 20 different POVs. It goes back and forth. The characters weren't like really there, so I didn't really care about the characters. And if you don't really care about the characters in a thriller that like they could potentially die, you're like, it just doesn't really go anywhere. And also, like, it's such a huge thing that it's an amusement park that this is set at, but I didn't really feel those vibes of amusement scary park. And yeah, I feel like also I went on Goodreads before I read this book, and I happened to look at the genres, and one of the genres kind of gives away something about this book. I don't really want to say what it is because I don't want to spoil anything. But honestly, this was just not a good book. And also my friend Liv from Liv's Library did not like this. But I was really hoping to love it. It's not like I just went into it knowing that I was gonna hate it. Because I did, like, I'd say I enjoyed like the first 20 pages when you didn't really know what was going on. But then when you meet all the characters, and like even our main character, her name was Mac, I just feel like you didn't really know her. So yeah, I did not like this, but I mean, I read it super quickly. Like, the audiobook was maybe like, I don't know, like maybe 6 hours. So I listened to it. I try to read it physically too every now and then, but I did a lot of things during my day, so I mainly listened to the audiobook. So maybe if you pick this up physically, it might be a different experience, but I mean, I highly doubt it. But it was not great, and I'm really sorry. Also, the famous 2K balloons have arrived in my room, but thank you to my boyfriend for bringing these over. Also, they're pretty fitting because this Sunday I hit my 2-year anniversary here on BookTube, so 2 years on BookTube. So yeah. So pretty much, I think you saw some clips of me doing some lemon poppy seed muffins. They are really, really good. My boyfriend liked them, my mom liked them. So yeah, I'm gonna be eating those throughout the week. I'm glad that I got to bake something. But I honestly had a really, really tiring day because I went grocery shopping, I did some reading, and then when I got home, I did some meal prepping. If you don't know, I got a new job recently where it's like a 9-to-5 office job, so I have to meal prep for the 3 days that I'm in the office for the week, which is something that I've never had to do before. I've never really had to take lunch to an office before because I never really had that type of job. So on Mondays, I try to meal prep, and today was my meal prepping day. And then surprisingly, my boyfriend was in town, which I didn't know, so I ended up cooking us dinner plus baking. So pretty much my whole entire like afternoon was spent cooking and cleaning after everything that I made a mess. And then after that, I was just exhausted, so my boyfriend and I ended up watching 2 episodes of Iron Chef. So that's where my evening has gone. It is now, like I said earlier, 8 p.m. and at 8:30, one of the hosts from Suns Out Books Out is going live at 8:30 on their channel. So I'm gonna try to pick up my second read, which I am planning on picking up The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. I kind of wanted like a palette cleanser because the next 2 books that I have, like novel-wise, are mystery thriller type books. So I did want like a palette cleanser of like a little contemporary romance type story, and I've heard great things, so I'm hoping that I fly through this. But this is a longer book, so I don't know if this is like a good call for this to be the second book that I pick up, because this might take me a little longer than a day. But yeah, I feel, although I didn't like this, I do feel like super hyped and motivated that I read this in one day. Literally, like, it didn't even take me the full day. It was just the morning all the way till like noon. So I'm feeling hyped, but obviously my reading will slow down because I will start working. I was off completely today, so we'll see. But this is what I'm planning on reading. I do have to do my last task of the day, which is fold some clothes that are behind me. and then I get to sit down and read for a little bit. Hopefully I don't fall asleep because I have been up since 5 a.m. and I am tired, so we shall see. Right. Still haven't folded laundry, but I'm currently watching Keisha from Book Like You, and Liv and also Kendall are live right now. Let me mute them for 2 seconds. They just went live, so I started their live and I'm gonna start folding laundry in a few seconds and hopefully start this soon.
Like the little ombre effect, yours mixed up, that's why she said.
Cooler, yeah.
Yeah, but it would have looked cooler if they had the peach juice. They didn't have the peach juice, so it looked like yellow in the middle and then light in the bottom, so it was like an ombre effect. You want to try it first?
Cheers.
Cheers. You like it?
That's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yep, try it.
Hi friends, I just made it home, so I had a long day of work, and then my boyfriend picked me up and we went to Red Robin and we had dinner, and then we went to Starbucks and tried to get the little Suns Out Books Out drink, but they didn't have any peach, like the tea whatever, so it looks like this. It was supposed to look like pink and then like some yellow in the middle, like an ombre effect, but this is what we got. All right, hopefully you guys can still see me because I had to turn my lights off because they were making a weird noise, so here we are. Anyway, last night I ended up picking up Simple Wild and I read 100 pages of the Simple Wild and I'm currently 130 pages in. My goal for tonight is to get at least halfway through, and if I get more reading than that done, that would be amazing. I'm actually about to hop on live reading sprints on Christina's channel, Christina from Christina's Chapters. She invited me, so I'm about to hop on and hopefully get a lot of reading done. So really quickly, also the Simple Wild, I want to talk about this book really quickly. So this one's really good. I'm really enjoying it. So if you don't know, this is pretty much like a contemporary coming of age story. But honestly, this whole time I thought this was about a teenage girl, but it's not. She is, I think, like 25, 26. She has like a 9-to-5 type of job and she just got fired. She lives in Canada with her mom, and at the beginning of the novel you see that her mom and her dad separate, and they used to live in Alaska. In Alaska, it's very like middle of nowhere. There's like one grocery store, like there's not a lot of like malls or like fast foods or any of that really, so that's pretty much why her mom left also, because she felt very isolated. So she doesn't really have a really strong connection with her father, and then she finds out that he has cancer, so she decides to go to Alaska and pretty much visit him and just spend time with him for like his last couple of months or whatever it is. So she just arrived in Alaska, and this is also a little bit like of a romance, and her dad is like a pilot, and there's this other pilot guy who is really mean to her, to be honest. But yeah, it's just kind of like a coming of age type story. I am really enjoying it, and yeah, I have a feeling that there's gonna be a lot more like drama and spice later on in this book. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and it seems like a lot of people love this book, so I'm really excited to continue. I thought this was a standalone, but it's a series, which is random for like contemporary, but I'm here for it. It's pretty good. Good morning. It is 6 a.m. and I am headed to the gym. Hi friends, it is nighttime of day 3. I look crazy. I was like, I twisted my hair because after I twist my hair, it's currently wet, it comes out like curls. So anyway, like I said, it's nighttime. Today is Wednesday, day 3 of Suns Out Books Out, and I finished my second book of the Readathon, which is The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. So I read a little bit of this this morning when I went to the gym, a little bit during the day, during like my lunch break and in between like work stuff. And then I actually finished it at my boyfriend's house. I was there, he made me dinner, he made me a burrito, and it was great. I do feel exhausted today because there's like a heat wave here in Cleveland. So it was like 90, but it felt like 100 degrees, and I was outside for work, like recording something for my job, and we were outside in the sun for like 2 hours maybe, so I feel like heat exhaustion right now. So I took a nap. I feel exhausted. Like, I literally had this Gatorade that I wanted to drink really bad, and I sat in bed and I literally couldn't open it. That's how weak I feel. And then I went downstairs and had my mom open it for me, and she opened it no problem. So I just think I'm like exhausted. But yeah, like I said, I finished my second book of the readathon so far, and that is The Simple Wild. I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I did mention what this book's about and the coming of age story and her going back to Alaska to see her dad and all of that. I do think that this book focused more on the romance between her and the pilot guy, rather more of the relationship of her with her dad, because her dad, you know, he has cancer. There was a little bit of something that was supposed to be a twist, but I just kind of assumed the entire time, like I just knew, kinda. So it wasn't really a twist for me. And then there were other things that were like kind of sprinkled in, like smaller side characters, like some of their names were like Agnes and Mabel, and I wish the author had done more with them. I do know that this is a series, so I don't know if that will come into play in the future books. But for a contemporary, I feel like she could have just done a standalone for this story and just included a little bit more. I think it could have been a little longer, but it is like a 4-book series, so I don't know. I looked it up and I saw that the second book is like 400 pages long, and I mean, this one was like what, 380, so almost 400, but that one's like, I don't know, 400, like 430 or something, so it's bigger than this one. So yeah, I can't really talk much about what the second book's about, obviously, because I'll spoil things. But yeah, it was a 4 out of 5. I had a really good time with this book. And then now I think I'm going to pick up The Counselors by Jessica Goodman. I'm scared because I didn't really like They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman, and also I've heard that some people have been DNFing this book, so we'll see how I like this one. Yeah, I might start it now. I don't know if you can see Olivia and Lauren are doing live reading sprints right now, but I literally just got in bed. Like, I haven't read anything tonight, so I might try to start this, but honestly probably reread like a chapter and see how I feel. But yeah, I'm scared to pick this one up, to be honest. Good morning, friends. Happy day 4 of Suns Out Books Out. So I should have done this last night, but I didn't do it. I was going to be ending the vlog because I know that I said I was going to do a week long, but I think I just have too much footage. Like, I'm so far, like, editing wise, I'm already like 20 minutes in, so I don't want this to be like a 40-minute long vlog. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna do days 1, 2, 3 for this one, and then for the next one it'll be the rest of the week. I'm also dividing it because I do have like all of the activities that I'm gonna do still yet to do, which means that I'm probably gonna get a lot of footage, and I just don't want this to be like a super long ass vlog. So I'm dividing it, and so then this would have been days 1, 2, 3, and I just did the math, and for the first 3 days of Suns Out, yeah, 3 days, okay. For the first 3 days of Suns Out Books Out, I read 650 pages. It consisted of 2 books, so I read 2 books in 3 days. So now I have 4 more days, and I have 3 books that I want to read, which are The Counselors, The Missing, and Patience and Esther. So if you're interested in seeing me read any of these books, check out the second vlog for Suns Out Books Out. I'm also meeting Riley Sager today, which is why I really want to do 2 parts, because I don't want to have to like cut out a lot of the footage just to make it a smaller video. So yeah, you'll see me meeting Riley Sager in the next vlog. Alrighty, well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in part 2 of this week-long reading vlog later. Bye!